This is the second time it's done this now. This is the second time it's done this now. I don't know what is up with YouTube. This is the second time it's done it now where I've hit go live and then I start talking and I do my whole intro and I say everything's light. I even did a whole thing about how I got a new studio light and it's freaking bright and I'm blinded and I can't see anything, and because I stared at it trying to fix it 2 minutes before going live, and I did this whole thing for the past 4 minutes and I was talking to just myself. I mean, I am kind of losing it a bit, so I am talking to myself a little bit more and more, but not this much. Not this much. How is everyone doing today? Even missed the little intro thingy where it's gonna be May. Get it? It's gonna be May. I did a whole thing. You're never gonna see it now. I'm not doing it again. You're not gonna hear me sing Backstreet Boys. You had your chance, and the gods of YouTube decided you are not gonna be graced with that. So, dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Other than YouTube completely destroying my intro. I don't know what it is. I hit go live and just nothing. And then I refresh the page and then I hit go live again and then it works. It's the second time this has happened. Do it again. No. No. So what are we doing today? Not much today. I am short on time. I only have till exactly 2. At 2 o'clock, stream has to be over. And I was taking care of some stuff this morning, so I couldn't really start early. The Saturday video might be a Sunday video because of that. But stuff is happening around the house, so we'll see what's going on next week. Next week will be interesting. Next week's gonna be interesting. Should be okay, but no guarantees of timetable next week, just because I might as well just give you a say it. It's probably about that time with Coda, with the doggo. He's not doing too good, so we're looking at next week, that being it. Yeah. But that's the future. That's the future. That's next week. Worry about that next week. So what are we doing today? I got the Micron out. I've been printing with it. I'm pretty happy with its results. I'm pretty happy. Usually I don't like enclosing printers until the printer I've got some hours on it. I have been printing with it. It does print pretty good. So today we're gonna panel it up. Yeah, he's like, it feels weird. It's my wife's dog. Like, I like the doggo, but like, he was here before me. 14 years old. Me and my wife have been together for 13 years. Married for 10. Oh God, we've been married for 10 years this summer. God damn, I'm getting old. Look at is there gray in the beard? There's gray in the beard. I don't like the gray in the beard. Look at the gray in the beard. Dude, I watched the slow-mo guys video today. Holy hell. Oh my God. Where is it? Slow-mo guys. I watched today's slow-mo guys video. Okay. Look how old Gavin's getting. Look how old Gavin's getting. Look at the gray in that beard. Good God. All the YouTubers I watch are all getting old, which means I'm getting old. It is so weird. I remember I remember talking to Gavin on like the Rooster Teeth forums back in like 2004 or whatever. Like back when the forums were a thing. Good God. Get her an anniversary present, get a printer. Yeah. So we're gonna enclose the printer. Also, I did do some digging around to see what I had for filaments, because I need to start printing Trident R2 parts. And we want to do it in Nike colors. So unfortunately, the one color that I wanted to do, I might actually reach out to Jason and see if I can get another one, because I wanted to use this LDO, or no, actually no, I had the LDO. It was Buddy 3D. I had this nice spool of Buddy 3D ASA, but I only have one spool of it. And it's a Voron, so you want 2 spools primary, 1 secondary, just in case. But I do have 2 spools of LDO blue, which I think the LDO blue is, I mean, they're pretty close, but I think the LDO blue is closer to Swedish flag colors than this. And then we have Buddy 3D ASA yellow. So if you don't know, we are going to be building a Trident R2. Basically, as whenever Steve gives me permission to build it on stream, essentially. Whenever Steve gives me permission to build it, I'm going to start building it. But I do need to start printing parts. So because it is a Trident R2, and we will be putting a Bondtech index on it, I'm going to be printing it in Swedish colors for the IKEA. So that is the colors we are going to go with, is blue and yellow with a black frame. So it'll be the Swedish tool changer. Swedish print enlarger. Yeah. So I found those, did some digging around this morning, organized a bunch of filament. I have so much random filament. Like I'm tempted to just chuck out like a dozen plus spools of like 100 grams left on them, because my spool inventory is like, I have shelves of, I've got racks here, I've got racks downstairs, I got racks on racks on racks of just partial spools from like 5 years ago, and I think I'm just gonna start clearing house. I think I'm just gonna start clearing house with that. Speaking of filament, if you want to suffer from, what's it called? What's a condition when you have too much of something? What's it like? If you want to suffer from success from having too much filament, you can win a spool of LDO or LDO. Bleh. That's LDO filament. You can win a spool of polymaker filament. Every stream we give away a spool of polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. We will be doing the draw for that near the end of stream today. Again, we're going to be ending early just before 2. So scroll down there, enter for your chance, and win yourself some filament. Now, I'm pretty sure I printed all this stuff. I did print it. Where did I put all this stuff? Did I put it in a bin? I could have sworn I printed all this stuff. That's not the... Did I bring it downstairs? I might have brought it downstairs. I might have brought the bin that has all the... Let me check downstairs, because I could have sworn that I brought it downstairs. Where did I put it? Please tell me I'm not having a complete brain fart. There we go. Okay. I had a little panic attack there. Whew. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I went through a thing. I'm like, I printed all the stuff to do the panels for the Micron. Where did I put it? And it's like, I brought it downstairs in case we were going to do it on another stream when I was downstairs, but we didn't. Yeah, mild panic. It's like, where's all the stuff that I printed? Because I stored in just printer boxes, right? And I'm like, I threw out a bunch of printer boxes this morning that had a bunch of random crap in it. Hopefully I didn't throw that out. Mild, post your stock. What stock? What stock? Oh, filament stock. Yeah, I've never actually done an inventory count, but like, put it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Did I count that one? 100. I can see 100 spools of filament from where I am standing right now in my garage. And this shit is not organized in the garage. So yeah, I can see from where I am standing right now, I can see 100 spools of filament. Yeah, it's like, they're like tribbles. They're like tribbles. They just appear. Okay. So yeah, so if you want to win some filament from Polymaker, enter for your chance, link below. We will be doing the draw for that at the end of stream. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hey, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you are really cool, gifting memberships to others. If you are a channel member, you do get videos early, get to hang out when we do the monthly members only stream, you get extra channels on the Discord, and potentially some other stuff if I can figure out how to do that stuff. So yeah. So, let's start paneling this up, I guess. But first things first, I goofed. I did an oopsie whoopsie. These are all backwards, I think. Oh wait, no, we're good. Never mind. I was bringing this printer up from the basement and I noticed that I had these little tabs here and I'm like, shit, I put these all in backwards. No, the tabs are on both sides, so it doesn't matter what orientation you put them in. The tabs are on both sides. So there's like these little tabs here that are supposed to index into here to prevent them from rotating, so it locks. Because one problem we had on early versions of the Boron, the V2, is when you tighten your belts, your extrusions up here would twist inward, which would affect your belt tension and alignment and whatnot. So you put little tabs in here, but these are all printed the same, so the tabs are on both sides. So never mind, no oopsie whoopsie, we're good. Okay, so today's gonna be a very appealing stream to some people. So I have to leave right at 2. I got to get my door fixed on my Subaru. I got to get an actuator replaced. It's under warranty. It actually fixed itself. I don't know what happened. I think what happened was my wife opened the door to get out the same time I hit the button to lock it on my key fob. And like the actuator that locks and unlocks the door, like jumped off its rack or jumped off its run or whatever. And so every time I went to lock or unlock the door would go da-da-da-da-da-da, and it wouldn't lock. You'd have to manually lock it. So car's under warranty. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just bring it in. And I missed the appointment Wednesday because for some reason, or I missed the appointment Tuesday because for some reason I thought I scheduled it for Wednesday. Because why would I schedule it for Tuesday? I stream on Tuesdays. But anyways, so they call and they're like, hey, they actually called during stream. So if you're wondering what that phone call was during stream, that's what that was. So they rescheduled it for today. But the other day, I think we replicated what happened. I went to hit the lock button or the unlock button while she was opening the door and it hopped back on the track. So now it works again, but they've already ordered the motor and I already have the appointment and it's under warranty, so I'm not paying anyways. So I'm just gonna take it in anyways and they can do whatever. So there we go. I should have put the insulation on first, but whatever. This will do. Yeah, it unbroke itself, if that makes sense. So what's new and exciting? So today's stream is again just going to be a chill, max, relax stream. No software shenanigans. We're going to save that for tomorrow night. Plus the SD cards that I ordered didn't show up. So I bought a brand new SD card reader just in case like this one was causing the problems. And I plug it in and my computer upstairs doesn't see it. So I don't know if I got a faulty SD card reader or just the USB port on my computer just decided to stop working. Where's the end of this? It's all tangled, I know that, but where's the end? How do you... Seriously, where's the end of this? I mean, I could just... I'll make an end. There we go. Made an end. Should have been an 1100 start time. What, today? I was doing stuff this morning. The, taking care of some house stuff. So... So we are putting on our foam gasket here. Mobius foam. It's pretty easy. You just stick the foam on. Try not to stretch the foam as you put it on. So a pro tip when you're putting on the foam is don't like pull the foam tight and put it down, because the foam will stretch and then it won't be as thick. You want it to be puffy, right? You want the foam to be fluffy, right? Because if you stretch the foam out, right, like I will show you here. So you get it ready to go on. So make sure it's straight. Okay. So see that? But you could stretch it. And if you stretch it, it doesn't, you want it to be fluffy. You want to be nice and fluffy. And when you go to push it down, don't go and like push it down, because you will smush it and then it won't be nice and fluffy anymore. You want it to be fluffy. Be careful with the Chinese 6-letter brand card readers. I mean, it was a U-green one. It was a U-green one. U-green, I've had pretty good luck. I switched from Anchor after their shenanigans thing a while back. So I have like a U-green power brick and a couple U-green chargers. I've been pretty good with U-green. But this was like an $8 U-green SD card reader. And it just, I don't know. I was going to grab it and plug it into this computer. But I'm like, I don't want to accidentally fry more than one computer if it like... The USB port still works. The USB port still works. I put a thumb drive in after and that worked, so. Anchor had shenanigans. It was something with marketing. I can't remember. It was one of like, it was like an LTT drama thing. They covered it on LMG, but I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something with them being shady about like sponsorships or something. I don't know. Nothing affected me personally, but it was just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be using this company kind of thing. Andrew Rogers, $10 for the Friday fun. It is Friday. It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. So hopefully I printed the right size ones. Oh my God, I printed the wrong size ones. These are gapped to heck. These are totally the wrong size. These are totally the wrong size. Shiza. These are... Why did I print these ones? Are the panels the same thickness? What size did I print? I totally printed the wrong size ones here. Which one still has pink in it? This one. So I guess we're not putting the panels on. I mean, I could put the panels on, but the panel gap is like massive. This panel gap is massive. Why did I print these ones? Why did I print these ones? Clip, 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 clip. Were these the only ones in the folder? Micron main, STLs, panels. Yeah, I just printed the key lock. Oh, that's why. Where is the key? Where's the key? Bottom hinge leaf. Oh, man, I hate the way they do this. Hex insert. Where is? Like, here's the keys. Screwed center clip. Yeah, so I just printed whatever they gave me. There was no sizing options. And these are meant for, how big are these meant for? These are meant for like a 5mm gap. These panels are 3mm. Oh, these are right out of the Micron folder, but they're designed for like 5mm panels, and these panels are 3mm panels. And I don't have thicker foam. Like, you could always just use thicker foam if you have it. I don't think doubling up this foam. Well, doubling up this foam. Also, this foam is really thin. Maybe, oh, you know why? Because this is the foam they give you. The foam they give you is nice and thick. That's why. I'm using the wimpy nerdy foam when I should be using the thick foam. That's why. That's why. Okay. Let's do this. Let's use the thick foam. Need a roll of add a mil. Yeah, not even add a thou, add a mil. No, actually that is add a thou, add a mil. Add a millimeter. That's what we need. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice and thick. Thick. Everyone say thick. It is such a fun word to say. So, what I'm wondering is, yeah, well, I'm just gonna stick it on top, whatever. Stick it on top. Do I have a name for the Micron? We haven't named it yet. We have not named the Micron yet, but we do need to come up with a name for it. It's like moist. Yep. Moist is another word that's just fun to say. It's like French and like pamplemousse. It's just a fun word to say. Pamplemousse. Pamplemousse. Bibliothèque. Déjeuner. Flange. Embiggen. Is embiggen a real word now? I know it came out on The Simpsons. Embiggins. Embiggins has got to be a real word now, right? I mean, the whole point of language is you make up words. You can make up words. There's no rule saying you can't make up a word. It all comes down to just use. So if you make up a word and it gets used, it's a word, right? Like Googling is an action now. Hopefully this foam is, there's enough foam here. Flange. It's going to be really interesting to see what temperature we get up to in here. Because that's another reason I want to get this enclosed so we could do some temperature testing. Embiggen is new. Also, meh. Apparently meh, M-E-H, is from The Simpsons. That's another word. Or at least popularized by The Simpsons. It is amazing how culturally relevant Simpsons is for a show that hasn't been good for the majority of its lifespan. Okay, there we go. That looks a bit better. Simpsons did it. Dude, that episode, the episode that it has the Simpsons did it thing in it is older than like people in my audience. The South Park episode making fun of the Simpsons is references stuff in the Simpsons that happened 20 years ago. It's insane. There we go. Lock that one in. Matt gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciate it, Matt. Best way to support the channel is gift memberships. 20 years. I can still tell, I still remember the very last episode of The Simpsons that I watched live. It was the episode where Homer and Bart build battle bots, and the robot is Homer in a suit pretending to be a robot. That is the very last episode of The Simpsons that I watched new and live. And that came out in, what episode was that? Homer, Robot, Simpsons, BattleBot. That was, I think it was season 15. iDobot. Annoying Grunt Bot. This came out in January of 2004. This was the last episode of The Simpsons that I watched live. And for the record, for those that don't know, Doe, like Homer, Doe, isn't actually in the script. It's just Annoying Grunt. So when you see the title is Annoying Grunt Bot, it's iDobot. So yeah, iDobot. Yep. The episode with George W. Bush. Oh yeah. And then after serving one term, I finished everything I needed to do and I left. Or as I accomplished everything I set out to do in one term, there was no need for a second. Classic Simpsons was great. They had so many good writers. So the plan today, if you're wondering what the plan today is, to get this printer enclosed, and then do some testing, and we're gonna do some betting, right? We're gonna do some prediction markets. I want to see what you guys think we will get up to for chamber temperature in this printer. I want to see what the community thinks we can get for chamber temperature. Okay, so how does this go on? This goes like that. I think that goes like that. And that goes around that. Yeah. Yeah, that goes like that. Okay. Acrylic matte black. At least 20C. Gen Z weirdo try to excuse use of there for there, and there as modern shorthand. It's not, no, that's wrong. That's just bad grammar. Like the fact that it's already, they are, because it's two completely things. There, with the apostrophe in it, is they are. There is a direction, and there is possessive. So they mean completely different things. Now, based on usage in the phrase, if I go, hey, go meet me over there, and I put the wrong there, you know which one I'm referring to based on the usage in the language, right? But you can't rely on that, especially like as somebody who worked in an industry with a lot of people who English was their second language. When I worked in the mold trade, we had a lot of people of Vietnamese and Chinese background that just did English was not something they picked up until they were an adult. They hate English because we just change shit up all the time, and like the phrases we have don't make any sense. Like, oh, that guy's lazy, he's over there milking it, and they're like, what does milking it mean? What does that mean? And it's like, oh, he's milking it, right? He's just kind of sitting there, being lazy. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm like, you don't, but okay. They also hate the French. Français n'aime pas très bien. Français est très bien. I don't know. The more and more I think about it, the more I actually kind of like what Quebec is doing in a lot of stuff. I've got family in Quebec. We're going to be spending some time out there this summer. Honestly, I'm a YouTuber. I can live wherever. My brother-in-law, they have a nice little place in the outside of Sherbrooke, overlooking the valley. It is amazingly beautiful, with like plenty of land to have like a shop on the property, and there's like lots for sale and houses for sale. And I'm like, you know, as a YouTuber, I could do my job from wherever, right? It don't matter where I'm at. So it's like, shit. I would not mind moving out there. I could pick up Quebec. I could pick up French pretty quick. Like, I used to be fluent in it. Like, I used to be near fluent in French. It's just I haven't spoken it 25 years fluently, so I've just lost it. But I'm pretty sure I could pick it back up pretty quickly if I needed to. Problem is, I'm not gonna... My wife would have to find a job out there because she is not a YouTuber. I tried to get her to get into VTubing. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. Speaking of, if you think there's drama in 3D printing YouTuber, 3D printing streaming and content creation, oh my God. Hang out, like, check out VTube drama. There ain't no drama like VTuber drama. Holy heck. It is insane what those JPEGs get up to. VTubers are psycho. They are insane. There is so much drama in the VTuber sphere all the time. And it's like petty drama too. It's not even good drama. All right, so let's see. So do I need to put foam around this? I think I need to put foam around this because that goes like that. And that goes like that. Do I need to foam this? Will this... That actually does seem pretty tight. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit around the outside just so I do have some sealant. I will put the thin stuff though for that. Just so I have some sort of sealant on this. Where's the damn end of this? Oh, there it is. VShojo. Well, VShojo doesn't exist anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I will watch the odd one. Like, I don't go out of my way to watch VTubers, but they're, you know, Iron Mouse is doing like a cyclothon or something, or if there's something interesting, I'll watch it. But it's not like I'm like, you know, like, I'm not subscribed or following any of them. Content is content, right? Spray foam, insulate the whole thing. Yeah, if you don't know what a VTuber is, like, it's not a bad thing. Like, the actual concept's actually pretty novel. It's essentially you stream with an avatar. So they use like face capture, motion capture, whatever. Some of them are pretty insane. Like, look up what like Code Miko is doing sometimes with her fully, like, it's all rendered in Unreal Engine and she's wearing like a full $20,000 body tracking suit. It's insane. It's insane, some of the shit these people do. But essentially you're not streaming with your face. You're streaming using an avatar, which I totally get. Because the thing is with streaming, it shows. If you stream and you don't have a face cam, you don't get the exposure. Having a face cam in streaming is actually a really critical thing. There are very few streamers. There are some, don't get me wrong, there are some that are successful, but especially if you stream like gaming on Twitch, there are very, very, very few popular streamers that stream without a face cam. So what do you do if you want to stream and be successful at it, but you don't want to show off your face. You use an AI, you use an avatar. You use an avatar. They're fully rigged. They're designed by people. Don't you dare try to use an AI avatar. They will crucify you. They do not like that shit. But it's a thing. It is a thing. Okay, I think I gotta put, yeah, I gotta put in some screws here. There we go. So I get it. I got nothing against it. I got nothing against people that want to do that. I think it's a pretty cool thing. But there is so much drama around it for some reason. Sounds safer as well. Yeah, because a lot of the VTuber fandom is like crazy. A lot of them's crazy. It's like, you know, Hatsune Miku. You know Hatsune Miku? Imagine Hatsune Miku, but driven by a person in a suit. That kind of thing. That's VTubing. But there is so much drama. Majority of them are female, but not all of them. There are male VTubers. Go watch Oo's Lab if you want to have a good fun time watching a guy do crazy, unsafe shit. I think I met him at Open Sauce. But like, technically that's VTubing what he does. Oh, that screw's gone. It's basically, yeah, well, yeah, Iron Mouse has that medical condition where she has like no immune system. So. Burnt Peanut. Burnt Peanut is horrible. I've tried to watch that guy a couple times. I have no idea how he got popular. Personally, I subscribe to the theory that that's Dr. Disrespect under the hood. Also, didn't like a bunch of like shady shit about him come out? Oh shoot, I forgot to peel the back off this. But yeah, VTubing is on, like, it's a virtual avatar. You could be a PNG tuber, whatever. It's a virtual avatar. Oh, mute. Yeah. The whole mute thing is weird. That's weird. Like some people, if you don't know what a mute is, it's basically somebody who streams with a VTubing avatar but also doesn't talk. So like they mime, or what else? They'll sometimes use a voice changer, like Zendaya does that, where she uses like an AI voice. So she talks, but then it's like repeated through an AI voice system, so you don't hear her actual voice. Which that's another layer of privacy, which I get. I totally get. I got nothing against people who do it. Please don't fall off. Please don't fall off. The Virtue E3 printer. Maybe? I think that popped up on, somebody shared it on a Discord I'm on at some point. I haven't really looked into it too much though. Is it like an Ender mod or something? It's Core XY, right? Yeah, the Ender. People are still buying Enders to mod them. That's what actually surprises me the most. That people, there's still a market for Ender mods. Like, people are buying Enders? Still? In this economy? Because I'm sorry, it's like Centauri Carbons and Bamboo P1s exist. Why are you buying an Ender? Like, bruh. Get with the times. I don't think that's long enough. That is not long enough. 138 is not long enough. I bought a second-hand Ender 5 Pro for $20. I mean, for 20 bucks. I mean, $20, $20. That ain't bad. All right, now the fun part, lining all this shit up. Really? That doesn't want to line up. Or is it a stupid... There we go. What's going on here? Yeah, for like $20, you can't go wrong for $20, let's be honest. Okay, you go there. Won't engage. This is not long enough to engage. Wait, maybe if I squish, maybe I have to squish the foam, that's why. Nope. What is going on here? Why don't you want to go in your home? Come on. Screw in. Are these the right size T-nuts? Did I slide in T-nuts? Yeah. Oh, Andy Miller gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it, Andy. No, that does engage. No, that does engage. I'm just cursed. Okay, maybe I got to do the stupid, yeah, maybe I got to do a trick here. 1 second. Let's see. Let's see, do I got to do the stupid trick? Oh my God, this thing's heavy. Well, I effed that up. Did not mean to do that. This is annoying. This is annoying. Do I have 14s? I got 14s. F it. 14s it is. I don't have 14s. Shit. Anything failed yet? On this printer? No. Except for the fact that I can't get these stupid T-nuts to line up. That's what I get for being like, I'll just use post-insertion T-nuts. And then nothing wants to stick. So I got to do the stupid trick with the zip tie underneath. So what you do is you lift it up. I need a bigger zip tie. You lift it up and you put a zip tie under it. And then that way, the T-nut sits up higher. That's too big. Let's try this one. I don't have the right T-nuts for this, or the... Okay, there we go. I mean, I don't even need to do this because the clamps will hold it anyways. So the clamps are going to hold it anyways. It's just... Get in your stupid hole. Oh, there we go. Got one. Got one. Got one. Got two. There we go. We're good. Huzzah! There we go. Is it centered? That is the question. Crack that a little bit. Crack that a little bit. Center this so it's actually centered. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. After your show travels, what's the most interesting you thought? Probably Index. Let's be honest, it's Index. Everyone's excited for Indexed. I can't wait for Index. Everyone's excited. That's the video that's doing the best. Although, what do you want to see tomorrow? You want a Voron Phoenix update? Or do you want the Cascade, the Voron CNC release announcement video? You want a Voron? You want a Phoenix update or a Cascade update? Phoenix. Fun fact: Phoenix is done. It just needs a manual. So however long it takes to get the manual out and then release. There we go. I love snap clips like this. They're so nice. Just clip. And clip. About that the other day, yeah. There we go. Oh my God, this looks so good. I don't know what those clips are for, but I have them. Okay, side panels time. I don't know how the doors on this thing are. Is the doors just like a one-piece door? I don't know how the doors are on this. I should probably open the CAD, take a look at that, because I don't think the manuals have anything about the door. I mean, these are all the same, right? Yeah. Any updates on LDO kits? I have no idea. That is something you'd have to get information from LDO directly. I don't have that information about Trident R2 kits. I mean, like, put it this way, if you already have a Trident R1 kit, you're pretty much good. All you need to do is, oh no, where'd I put them? F695 bearings. Where did I put all the bearings I bought? I put them in here, that's why. Yeah, all you need is F695 bearings, some M5 heat sets, and a couple other things, and you're good to go pretty much. M5 40 button heads, which I don't have. Shit. Okay, I gotta get M5 40 button heads. I got socket heads, but not button heads. Gosh dang it to heckle. Okay, I thought I had some. Okay. And printed parts, obviously. Come on. Oh man, why is it? It's like sometimes these peel right off, sometimes they don't. Index should be okay with 2.4. Should be. They're running it on 2.4 internally. Like the release, when they announced Index, it was on a 2.4. It's just right now the only like Voron design group engineered mount for it is currently only on the Trident. So here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing with Index. It will go on anything you can mount it on. Now, you may have to do a little bit of looking to find mounts for certain setups, obviously, but there is nothing stopping you from putting Bondec Index on any printer you want. You just got to figure out how to do it, right? If the printer runs Clipper or RepRap firmware, and you have the ability to run a tool head board and mount and figure out how to mount it and hook it up, you could run Index. Simple as that. Speaking of, I'm thirsty. Gamer subs, use code Canuck. Save some money or get free shipping. I can't remember what the deal is right now. I think it's free shipping. Might be free shipping with code Canuck. Buy some gamer subs. Yeah, Fastenal exists. Yeah, we have Fastenal. One of the downsides of not working at a mold shop anymore, we used to have a Fastenal rep, and I was buddies with him. So back in the early Voron days, I would give him a list of all the screws I need, and he would just leave them on my toolbox at work. And I would simply, like, I'd buy him a coffee. It was great. It was a great arrangement. Like, yeah, bill them to the company, whatever. Company's a bunch of dicks anyways. Just consider it a employment incentive. But that was years ago. That was back when I was like building my first V2. What the company gets for taking away our pizza days. Index on a positron? Sure, go for it. If you can figure out how to mount it, do it. Have at her. Did you see Bamboo sent a cease and desist? I guess like it's been a hot minute since I've actually bothered paying attention to like how Bamboos work, because I haven't used mine in forever. But I guess like during the whole lockdown of their slicer software, like you can't talk to the printers using Orca Slicer anymore. You have to use like Bamboo Studio to talk to the printers, or at least the new ones or something. And somebody like made like an add-on or whatever that allowed Orca Slicer to do that. And they sent them like a cease and desist and all this shit. I'm like, Bamboo, you guys are like just... You're just ruining all, like... You guys are being a bunch of dicks. You guys are just being a bunch of dicks. It doesn't the only people benefiting from it are you, and it makes you look like a bunch of dicks. Like, you can use Orca directly if you're in your LAN mode, but if you want to like send it over the like, if you want to have the features that you had when you bought the printer, then you can't. Cave and took it down. He caved because I don't blame him. One of the things with open source is there's no budget for this shit. If you get taken to court, you're effed. Most people do not have the funds on hands to fight a protracted legal battle, right? So most of the times it's like the only tools open source communities have most of the time is just bitching on the internet. It's like I personally want to deal with the heat. I wouldn't want to deal with the potential bills and the lawyer fees and all that shit. I don't get paid enough for that. Like hell, I had people running around saying Bamboo needed to sue me after I called them out for their printer, you know, a bunch of their shit over the years. They're like, Bamboo's gonna sue you for that. I'm like, okay, they can't sue me for that. That shit doesn't work, especially in Canada. But like, we've now established Bamboo as a company that will do that kind of shit now. So, which sucks because they make a decent printer at a good price. It's just, Angela Verlon, is that something with European, with the EU privacy laws or something? Just sold my Kickstarter X1C by, yeah, nice. I mean, I got my Kickstarter X1 downstairs somewhere. Okay, this one's twisted. There we go. Doesn't care about the Streisand effect. I have heard so much from third-party companies over the years about them. Like apparently, like they're like the new version, the new X2C has like, you know how Apple, if you go to replace like a part of your Apple phone because it broke, you have to use an Apple part because there's like a security authentication and like Touch ID won't work or shit like that if you use like a third-party screen or something. Apparently Bamboo has that now in the X2D, where it's like, if you want to replace the fan and the HEPA filter and it's not an approved fan, it'll throw a security warning and it won't work. Like it has, they went through the process to actually put like security handshake chips and stuff to lock shit down even more. And I'm like, bro, you sell a glorified hot glue gun that splooges molten plastic. Danger fan. Feeling it's going that way? I know. And then you have all the shit with the states putting in the stupid laws for trying to regulate additive manufacturing. I still don't think it's going to actually make it to actual law, because the moment like actual lawyers get their hands on it and like, bruh, this shit violates, you know, several amendments, right? Like the First Amendment and shit like that, because code is freedom of speech. So, like, I really don't think those laws will actually make it to the point where they're actually legally enforceable anywhere near their current form. They're too vague, too open-ended. There's no way to enforce it. The software just does not exist at all. There's no way to make printers that are currently on the market support that kind of software. There's not enough. And requiring printers connect to a data center that runs these models that are supposed to, like, that's just not viable. So, code is free speech. Code is code. I'm pretty sure there was a court case in the States where they basically certified that like code is freedom of speech, like open source code or what. I don't know the proper legalese of it, but essentially like code is protected under free speech. So it's like a book, right? Like you can't make it illegal to sell a book that says this is how you build a gun, right? There's nothing, you can't make it illegal to sell a book that has instructions on how to manufacture a firearm. So how is it illegal to ban G-code that tells a printer how to manufacture a firearm? Yeah. Although apparently is to pivot my entire YouTube channel to scaring people about that shit. That's where the views are at now, apparently, from what I've heard. Fear! The government's coming to get you. Fear. Scared. Somebody who worked for the government is nowhere near that competent. As somebody who worked for the government for years, the government is nowhere near as competent as people make it out to be. Let's be honest. It's like anytime there's a conspiracy, it's like, oh, the government, the moon landings are fake. It's like, you really think the government is competent enough to keep that shit under wraps? There we go. Okay, so that's good there. Peel this up. I don't know how to put the door on. Am I gonna have to pull up the CAD? Because I don't know how the door on this works. I gotta figure that out. Go watch, if you go watch the Folding Ideas video on In Search of a Flat Earth. Go watch the Folding Ideas video on In Search of a Flat Earth. It's a pretty good video that I think explains the whole conspiracy pipeline, I think. It's an older video, but it checks out. It's from like 5 years ago. Also, go watch the newest video he put out where he just rips apart Beast games and how shitty the games are and how horribly designed the games are. It's so rage-inducing. Jimmy is the worst how are you? You are the wrong man for the type of content you are doing. You should not be in front of the camera, and your buddy who used to be a janitor should not be executive producer of this show coming up with the games, because you guys aren't doing anything right. They're so bad. It's like, oh shit, people realize if they just do this, they can completely break our game. How did that not come out in playtesting? Because he never playtested it. Debunking. It's not about debunking. It's not about debunking. It's about the whole pipeline. And he was just on Survivor. That's what everyone said about the newest season of Beast Games. The best part of Beast Games was the Survivor crossover, because the people who made Beast Games had nothing to do with it. It was all done by the Survivor team. By like Jeff Probst and the whole Survivor crew. They did their thing, and that's why it's the best part. Because the games were actually good, and like everything was proper, and like everything was run right. And the stakes were like engaging, because it wasn't done by Beast. It was done by Survivor. Folding Ideas is the channel. It's one of those channels that do like video essays, does like a couple a year, and they're all usually pretty bangers. So, okay, how do I put the front door on this thing? What is the door? I think it's just a single panel door. Because I have this. So how's the door on a Micron work? Am I gonna have to pull up Fusion? I'm gonna have to pull up Fusion, I think, because I'm pretty sure I don't have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gotta pull up Fusion and make a door here. Romance Jack. No. For those that is referenced to, that's Mass Effect 2. We're doing Mass Effect. We're playing through the Mass Effect Legendary Edition on Twitch right now. And we finished Mass Effect 1. We're playing Mass Effect 2 right now. It's going fun. I'm having a great time. And the people that are watching it are liking it too. So if that's something you're into at all, basically the weekdays I don't stream, when it's just me at home in the house, is when I stream in the morning. So if you're into that, check it out. Nero 3D on Twitch. But it's like, no, I'm not romancing Jack. I think I've done a playthrough where I romance Jack, but I think this time we're going for Tally, because Tally is best girl. Okay. I hate loading Fusion. It's like, why do I gotta put this stupid... Apparently the new version of Fusion has a bunch of AI shit in it for like Claude code, and it's like, I don't want this. Get this shit out of my computer. Does NASA's SR ship get its name from? Probably not. I can't remember what the SR stands for. Stealth Reconnaissance, I think, because it's the Normandy. Normandy is the name of the ship, but it's the SR. The SR-1 in Mass Effect 1, and then it's the SR-2 in Mass Effect 2 and 3. But I think the SR stands for Stealth Reconnaissance. But I don't know for sure, and the computer's probably going to lag out in the next little bit because it's loading up a giant CAD file, so give it a minute. Do I try? No, I do not deal with clankers. I don't really have a need to do code. And for like the Clipper stuff and whatnot, there's too many errors in it. It's not smart enough to trust. So I don't bother with it. I don't do any generative AI. I refuse to do generative AI. I don't mind playing around with large language models for like machine learning, inference, that kind of use case. But the idea of but the idea of using generative AI for anything on my channel, I just, no. I know other people use it for thumbnails and whatnot. I played around with it for a little bit when the tech was kind of new, and it was like, oh, let's play around with it. But I've kind of settled on my stance of, I will never use generative AI for content on this channel. Images, video, nope, will not. Just, I don't like the look of it too. Everything, the problem is, if you are trying to stand out as a content creator and you're using generative AI, you don't stand out. You look like every other content creator using generative AI. Because generative AI is just averages. It just smushes everything down to an average and it rounds off all the edges. There's no peaks or valleys. So that's why like every AI slot picture looks like every other AI slot picture, and we can detect it. Trips that dumb uncanny valley effect. And I think millennials are like uniquely tuned for it. Younger people, they don't care. Older people just don't get it and they just fall for it constantly. Check your parents' Facebook. But like, I think millennials are like distinctly tuned for detecting it. It's like our uncanny valley. We grew up looking at like, we grew up with really bad photoshopped images. So our brains are kind of tuned in for that shit, I think. AI fatigue. Yeah, it's being shoved in everything, and the thing is the results aren't worth it. That's the thing. The results aren't worth it. Nothing that it makes. Nobody has made anything with Gen AI that is actually like, I want to watch that again. The only thing that ever catches on are the memes. When people put JD Vance on a couch. That's the only shit that like catches on. Okay, so the door. Okay, so that's how the door looks. Okay, so we got up, down. Okay, so we got that. So did I not print some stuff? I did print it. Okay, so that goes this, that's that. Okay. So we have that and that. And then that attaches there, that attaches there, and then what do we got on this side? Are these, what holds this on? Is it magnets? They're just magnets on the doors, I guess. Okay. So let's put these on. So I think we're gonna need some 12s. Okay, so on the bright side, this will be easy because I could just screw this in. So, got some nuts, M3 nuts. Wow, that's a lot of nuts. Most of what we see is slop. I've yet to watch any sort of like, this AI video is making Hollywood scared. I've yet to see a single post like that I actually went, wow, this is actually viable, good content. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, this is slop. Okay, this goes this way. Right? Yeah, this goes this way. We'll just have to figure out where exactly this goes after, but for now you go there. They're already raising token prices. A lot of companies are realizing that they can't afford to actually, you know, the days of cheap tokens are pretty much like going away right now. And it just costs too much to run this shit. Like it's not economically viable. So how does this work? Is it a pin? It is a pin. Oh, okay, shoot. Where did I put those pins? Did I throw these pins out? Shit. Where are the pins? Are these the pins? Stealth changer. Oh shoot, those were the pins. I did keep them, good. I did keep the pins, good. I do have the pins. Chinese model. In China, AI is everywhere. In China, they don't have, like here in the Western world, we kind of have this like qualm against AI. A lot of people are anti-AI and whatnot. In China, that shit doesn't exist. Everyone's all pro-AI in China. It is pretty much everyone's using AI. And if you're not using AI, why the hell aren't you using AI? Everyone's using AI. Use AI. Why aren't you using AI? It is very like, what are you doing not using this tech? How am I supposed to get this in here? This fits in here just fine. Did I print the right ones? Or am I supposed to use a screw for this? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm supposed to use a screw for this, not a pin. I'm supposed to use a screw for this. I'm supposed to use a screw for this. That's why it's a screw. It's a screw that goes up through that, and then that engage on that. Ah, I see how this works now. I see how this works now. So this goes up into there, and that. Okay, that's too long. Maybe 35. think it's a 35 I need. So that goes there. I just need to make sure I have the right length. Yep, okay. So 35. Screws are important, yep. I'm working. Ah. And that cracked. That's not good. You know what? I should use... you know what? I'm going to use these. That's why. That's why. Okay, I can't use these. Can't use these. I got to use... Oh shit, did that catch fire? That's smoking. That's smoking. Okay, so you need to use M335s, but they have to be screws that don't have a flat on it. They have to be fully threaded. Otherwise, I don't think I have an extra one. No, I don't have an extra. They have to be fully threaded. Otherwise, what happens is when you get to the unthreaded portion, it splits it. So you need to use... do I not have my... Oh, here they are. You need to use fully threaded M335s. Otherwise, you'll split the part. Just about all the Chinese public areas are covered by camera using Face ID. Same in America. What do you think all those flock cameras are doing? America has the exact same thing going on right now with public surveillance. So don't be all, oh, we're here in America, we don't do that. Yeah, you're doing the exact same shit. You guys are doing the exact same shit. Only it's a company doing it and then selling the data to the government. So, yeah. Just gloop it. I mean, it's fine. It just is split a little bit. All countries do it. I know. I don't know what we have. I don't think we have flock in Canada. I don't think we have a flock equivalent in Canada. And then in the EU, there's no companies doing it. Like I know England has a bunch of like CCTVs going on. But I know EU also has a lot more privacy laws in place, so I don't know exactly how that works. So. Okay, so you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. Just kind of lock you there for now. So then that goes on like that. Booyakasha. Booyakasha. There we go. Okay, so we have to stick these on. So we have that corner, and then we have that corner. I should have one more. Am I missing a piece? Oh, it's up top, that corner. Okay, so now peel this off. The spread of automated speed trap cameras in CO. China has, that's how China does it. China doesn't have police on the roads. They just have speed trap cameras everywhere. So if you speed, a ticket just gets sent to you. So don't speed. So speeding's not a huge thing in China because everyone just drives the speed limit. Because they know the moment they go over the speed limit, they'll get a ticket. So one of the things that I learned when I was in college to be a cop, because I took like 2 years of law courses in college, deterrence is one of those funky things that some things work better than others. And one of the things that works the best is just the guarantee of punishment. So if you tell people, if you speed, you will get your car taken away, people will still speed because, oh, there's a chance the cop won't see me, right? It's a big open road. I don't see any cops. I'm going to speed. Now, the punishment is, oh man, I get my car taken away. Okay, I lose my car. They'll impound my car. But the chance is pretty low. But if you tell everyone, hey, no matter where you are, if you go 20 over the speed limit, you're going to get a $50 ticket mailed to your house, and you have 1 week to pay it. Otherwise, we're going to start, deducting funds out of your bank account. Nobody speeds. Nobody speeds. Much less serious crime or much less serious punishment, but it's a guarantee punishment. So a lot of the time, if you are trying to enforce something, it is much more effective to have a lower punishment with a higher guarantee of that punishment happening than a higher punishment with a lower guarantee. So yeah, you want people to not speed? Put speed cameras up. Like everywhere we went in China when I was there last year, just all the roads just have speed cameras everywhere. Everyone drives speed limit. You wouldn't want to disappoint G, right? You don't want to disappoint G. I don't want to disappoint G. Is everyone on social media? And on their Chinese equivalent of social media, they have their own apps for everything. They have like Ali, what is it, WeChat or whatever. Like they have their, basically you have one app that does everything. So like everything is done through one app. So your social media, your videos, your ordering takeout food, it's all done through one app. Weibo, that's what it is, Weibo. And it's totally not how people think. Like people think like, oh, you go to China, if you're in China and you say something against the government, guys are gonna come and disappear you at night. No, all that happens, they just delete your post. If you're just a random dude and you just post on Weibo at like, you're drunk one night, you're like, freaking Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh. They just delete your post. That's all they do. They delete your post. If it gains traction and they like, oh shit, this guy's starting to do something, they'll just delete your account. What are you gonna do? You don't have your account anymore. Your account is tied to you. You can't get a new account. It's tied to you and you're banned. So they just basically, okay, you're off the internet, you're done. They don't like disappear you. Like that's basically, Naomi, sexy cyborg. If you're wondering what happened to her, that's basically what happened. They clipped her wings. They basically, okay, you're done with the internet. That's all they did. They just deleted her accounts. And because your account is tied to you in China, you're just done. You're gone. So. Not saying I support it, but it's not like they're not making people disappear over frickin' text messages. Plus, everyone uses VPNs over there too. Everyone's VPNing out. Government knows it. Everyone knows it. Everyone's VPNing out. Basically, the whole thing works off, don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. Simple as that. Deleting your account is cheaper. Yeah, and it's all automated. Like, you post something, it just gets deleted. You leave a post on a video or a news article, and they don't like it, they just delete it. Simple as that. It's like a whole cat and mouse game where, like, people use terms. Like, oh, they'll reference something, and it's like, if you know, you know. And that shit's constantly changing and whatnot. It's... Pulling VHP up. Hopefully I'm putting this on the right way. Am I putting this on the right way? I'm putting this on the right way, yeah. It's like, hopefully I'm putting this all together right. PRC social credit score. It's not. It's not. I spoke to people in China when I was in China asking them about it, and they're like, yeah, that shit's not really real. It's not. The whole social credit score thing, it's not really a thing. Like, how it works is essentially if you have your home, you have your province where you live in, that's where you're allowed to live. If you want to go to a city, okay, if you go to a city and you don't find a job, you don't you're not being productive or whatever, they just send you home. They just send you home out of the city. That's what they do. Like, people think it's a lot more. People have like all these, like, you know, probably from, you know, YouTube and whatnot, but after going there and actually talking to people there, they don't care about the average person. They don't care. They don't care that, you know, oh, I used a VPN to watch a Netflix video. They don't care. Shenzhen or Hong Kong? I was in Shenzhen and Shanghai. I was there for a week. Took a train between the two. But it was a week in Shenzhen, or Shanghai, or yeah, a week, 3 days in Shanghai, and then 3 days in Shenzhen, and then travel days on other ends. Like, don't get me wrong. Their system still, like, has a lot of things I don't like, but name a system that works. I saw less homeless people in Shanghai and Shenzhen than I did in any city in America I've ever been to, or Canada. So, if you want a data point, there's one. I did see some homeless people. I did see some. But nowhere near the same amount that I see even in my city here. But that's because to live in a city, you have to fit in. If you live in a city, you have a job and a place to live. If you don't, they just send you home. That's how it works. So if you show up in Shenzhen from, like, you know, some town in the middle of nowhere, and you don't find a job and you're on the street, they'll just send you home. It's like, go back home. Because back home, the cost of living is much less, and you could literally be a rice farmer and live normally, or at least as normal as, you know, a living is out there. So, whereas in North America, a lot of homeless people go to the big cities because, you know, there's more opportunities there, right? Like, there's a reason there's a lot of homeless people in California, because they don't freeze to death in the winter. There's a reason you don't see as many homeless people in, like, Minnesota, because it's shit cold in the winter. So if you're homeless, you don't really, and you have no reason to be anywhere, you go to where it's warm and be homeless there. It's much easier being homeless in California than it is being homeless in Minnesota. The zip tie made you think, oh. I should do that. I should put like a dead pixel somewhere on the screen. Just put like a little dot, like. There we go. There we go. It's a dead pixel. What time is it? Oh yeah, shit. I gotta finish this up quick because I was hoping to get the bottom panels on this. But we might just get the door on because I gotta actually hurry this up because I got to go bring my car in for an appointment. That's why the stream today is early and shorter than normal. Midwest groups, yep. Don't some states do that? They just throw them on a bus and send them somewhere? Or was that an episode of South Park? I think that was an episode of South Park that I saw that they did that. But they might also actually do that too. Oh man, I should have peeled this backer off before I did this. Uh-oh. Ah shit, I should have peeled the backer off this before doing this. I don't know how these magnets are supposed to work. There we go. So the problem is I don't have enough foam to do the rest of this, I don't think. I don't think they gave me enough foam to do the rest of this. So I gotta put foam on this. So let's see how much foam I have. We might have a problem here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, luckily the part I screwed up is behind something, so you're not going to see it. Okay, so I am missing enough insulation to do two sides. So we're gonna have to like do the shitty stack up crappy old insulate. Because I don't think I have any more of the thick stuff. Because I have thin stuff. I have a lot of the thin stuff, but it's thin. Let me take a quick peek downstairs, see if I have any thick stuff downstairs. If not, I will have to use the thin stuff and just use a bunch of layers of it. Let me see what I got here. Ow, my knees, my knees. Nope, 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 it's the thin stuff, shoot. What about here? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, it's only thin stuff. Okay, okay, gotta use a bunch of stuff of the thin stuff, oh well. Yes. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay? Oh, poor guy. Okay, so we got to layer up thin stuff. That's gonna be annoying. Oh well. Oh well, make it work. Make it work. Make it work. Make it so. Make it so. Double the thin stuff. I might have to triple it, I think. So we've started planning for our summer trip this year. We are going to go visit my wife's family in Quebec. Yeah, 3. And then we're going to go punch out to Nova Scotia for a couple days because I'm from Nova Scotia. I have an aunt out there I want to visit. And haven't been out there since 2017. So we're going to go on a little trip out to Nova Scotia. Problem is, last time we did this trip in Nova Scotia, I had family I could stay at. I can't do that right now. Don't have the room. So that means I need places to stay. And let's just say Parks Canada campsites are 35 bucks a night. So on the way out, we are spending a night on the shores of the Bay of Fundy for $35. And then also spending a night in the Cape Breton Highlands for $35. I just got to sleep in a tent. So we're going to bring a tent. I do want to try camping with the little guy because that's something I wanted to get into. I hate where I live when it comes to outdoor stuff. I like the outdoors. I love the outdoors, okay? I have slept outdoors in a bivy bag in a thunderstorm and slept like a baby. I have slept on Arctic sea ice. It's cold, but I love that shit, okay? It's a lot more fun when you don't have a drill sergeant yelling at you. So it's a lot more fun to do on your own time. But I love that shit. But the problem is where I live, down here in southern Ontario, there ain't much for camping. There ain't much for camping. Like, let me just give you an example here. Let me pull up my Discord. Because I shared these in the Discord, I think. So, there's that one. And then, I think this is the war on Discord. Yeah. Okay, so this is about 20-30 minutes up the road from the campsite we'll be staying at on Cape Breton Island. Okay? I took this picture. I took this picture last time we went out there. Okay? So this was in 2017. I took this. This is like 20-30 minutes from our campsite in Nova Scotia on Cape Breton Island. Okay? Are you ready to see what a campsite in southern Ontario looks like? It's there's the Windsor Campground. That's the 401, which is like the busiest highway in Ontario. And those are just farmers' fields. And yeah. So needless to say, camping in Ontario kind of sucks. Or at least southern Ontario. Now, going further north, oh, there's some nice places further north. There are some nice places further north. But here, feck all. Absolutely feck all. I hate it. Oh no, I need you to, don't break. So don't forget, we are giving away the spool of filament at the end of stream, so if you haven't entered to win that spool of filament, you need to do that now, because we will be doing the draw at the end of stream. I put this one in backwards. Shiza. Can I fix this? Am I gonna build? No, we're gonna put it on, we're putting the index on the Trident R2. Trident R2 will be getting the index. So yeah, there are some campsites here in Southern Ontario. The Pinery, if you're familiar with that area, out by Grand Bend. So there are campsites in Southern Ontario. The problem is, like, you have to travel north if you want a campsite that also has like hiking trails and stuff to do nearby. So that's the part that kind of sucks. That's the part that sucks. Okay. There we go. So I don't think we'll have time to put the bottom skirt on, but that is now enclosed. So how do the magnets work on these? How do magnets work on these? So I got to put screws in here? How does this work? Oh wait, I think I know how this works. I think I know how this works. I think I figured it out. Okay. So if I grab one of you and a nut and do this, I think I figured this out. It just shows a magnet. So if I put a screw head in here, that screw head will stick to the magnet. There we go. Might have to take a magnet out of that though. Trident R2 is soon, but not soon. Trident R2 is soon. I just find it funny, we pulled up the files, or an old stream the other day of me building the printer behind me, this guy, which is a Voron 2.4 R2. And on the stream, there's a big note at the top of the page that say, files, R2 files soon. So I screwed up and put two magnets in these. I should have put one magnet in these. So now I have to pry a magnet out. This should be interesting. Let me get the sharp thing out of here. Need more foam. More foam! What time are we at? Okay. We're going to be doing the giveaway soon, so if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance. We're doing the draw right at the end of stream, which is going to be as soon as I get this foam on. Shit, come on. No. put that knife? There it is. There we go. Giveaway soon, or no, giveaway like actually soon. Like not like soon, not Voron soon, like right now. There we go. Oh man, look how clean that looks. That looks so dang clean. Are you reverse boating? You're not reverse boating. I need reverse boating. But for now, this will do. Let's power it up, see what we can get for temps. Let's see how hot this baby gets. LDOV2, try it. Is this? Hopefully one of these is the Micron. I don't know which one's the Micron. Which one's the Micron? Are you the Micron? No. Are you the Micron? No. Are you the Micron? Are you the Micron? Are you the Micron? No, you're not. Network. 167. 67, there we go. Okay, so home all. Okay. Let's move you up. Okay, so we want bed fan. Where is filter fan? Okay, so that is this fan, I think. Yep. That fan is doing that. Now let's heat the bed up to 100. And we'll do our part cooling fan to 20. So part cooling fan is 20. Bed fan is like this exhaust fan here. So it's sucking air from under the bed and blowing up. We have the bed set to 100. I haven't PID'd it like this. We're gonna have to. And then we'll see what we get for a max temp. I mean, it also helps if I actually set the bed to 100 degrees and not the hot end. And then for reading the temperature, we'll put one of these in here. There we go. That'll work. Might have to redo the bed PID just because I have all the fans going. 6 minutes. Okay, let's do this giveaway. I will give you 1 minute to enter. 1 minute to enter. You have 1 minute to enter. And then while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. I love how this printer turned out. This printer turned out so good. It turned out so good. I do have to put a longer Bowden in still, and we do have to put one of these little doodads on there for running the Bowden around. I don't know why I have two. I think, yeah, that just kind of clips on there, yeah. Did I PID between the quads? I can't remember. I usually just go with whatever stock is, and if there's a problem, then I will PID them. I don't fly anywhere near good enough to be worth like fine-tuning to that degree usually. And it's been a hot minute since I've actually set up a quad, so like I couldn't even remember what my values are for anything. Like for me, flying is I just charge some packs, go out, fly around, land, and come home. It's been a hot minute since I've actually fired up Betaflight. Like, I don't even think Betaflight is still used. I think Betaflight's been replaced by something else. It's been that long. Okay. Names. All, delete, Control V, file, save, and fire up marbles. Salad fork. There are pros and cons to both. It's going to come down to price. You are paying quite a bit for a V2 this small, but it is a cute form factor. A salad fork, I think, makes a bit more sense at this scale in terms of probably price to performance. I mean, like, I have a 120 millimeter Micron downstairs. So... at some point, I'm going to have to actually do a review on this and the other printer's ramp printer I built recently. Okay, so how this works is if you win, you get a free spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball, you also win a free hat if you win. Jonas Carwilligan, if you win, you get a free hat with your spool of filament from Polymaker. Good luck. Exclamation mark Zoom Zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark Gullible makes everyone else go slower. Like the smash button, ring the bell, and be subscribed to the channel. It will actually grease your ball up and make it go even faster. So, good luck. Okay, bed's at 82. Side fans working? No, side fans aren't going yet. The ball in the lead is going to be moving around a bunch because it measures as the crow flies, not the progress in the map. So since this map is vertical, the winning ball is going to be all over the place. Also, if you're thirsty, buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck. $120 Micron. Who's in the lead? How much time do we have left? Okay, just for comparison. Oh, we're gonna have a winner here. Wade Franklin Wyatt in the lead, but lost all momentum. I will quickly run downstairs and grab my 120 Micron just to compare. Once this finishes, I'm trying to remember. I think the 120. I pulled some parts out of it. So it's not printable. I think I pulled the nozzle out or the hot end or the raspberry or something. Wade Franklin Wyatt with the win. Okay, 1 second. Let me go grab the 120 Micron. Let me go grab the 120 Micron, just for comparison. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the tool head's off. Because I stole the Revo out of it, I think. Yeah, so it's missing the tool head because I took the tool head off to pull the Revo out of it at some point. But just to give you a size comparison, 180 micron, 120 micron. Is it just the thing I pulled out? Where's the SD card? Did I even pull the SD card out? Yeah, it doesn't even have an SD card on the Pi 2. It's got a Pi 02, which isn't set up. I think like a motor mount broke on it or something. I can't remember. Something broke on it. It's been a while. It has been a hot minute. Yeah, this is a 120 micron versus a 180. The 180 is infinitely more usable. This is like original too. This is like, I think, yeah, this is a DFH kit. So, anyways, Wade Franklin Wyatt. Let me pull you up here. Wade Franklin Wyatt. Okay. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So let me just pull this up here. 120 is impractical. Yeah, like I could get this up and running pretty easily. It just needs an updated, like I just need to rebuild the tool head essentially and then do the configuration. But I don't know, I haven't had to use it, so I haven't used it. So that's the problem with me building all these printers. I build the fun printers and I have fun building the smaller printers, but like when it comes to actually using the printers, I use my bigger printers more, like the Core 1s and the Vorons, because they're full-size printers. It makes more sense for me to keep like 5 or 6 of those just always plugged in instead of having a bunch of these little guys plugged in, because, you know, just usability. Okay, sent. Let me copy that over. There's that one. There's that one. Okay, so we are going to call it there. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to LDO. This is an LDO Micron kit. If you are interested in building a Micron Plus for your own, you can purchase it where fine LDO products are sold. The build series on this is all on YouTube and everything. Now that this is done and enclosed, I'm going to do some printing with ABS, and then I'll probably get around to actually doing a video on this printer proper at some point. So that is that. Also, huge shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we give away this stream and every stream. Links for them and more below. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And then for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I'll not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. And yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Regular stream tomorrow night, we might be working on the stealth changer, do some firmware shenanigans with that. And then yeah, putting an index on this would be kind of fun. Maybe I could put an index on this. Maybe I could talk Bondtech into give me 2 index kits. Upgrading this with an index would be fun. Anyways, we're gonna call it there. I'm Taylor Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, or enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and I'll see you in the future. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.